This is an urgent appeal from the Disasters Emergency Committee. Hundreds of thousands of people have fled their homes to escape conflict in Ukraine, leaving jobs, belongings and loved ones behind. They need shelter, food and water. You can help. To donate online, search DEC or text radio to 70150 to give £10. Thank you.
Streaming 24/7, this is Brum Radio.
Thank you for downloading this Brum Radio podcast. For more podcasts, visit brumradio.com.
Good afternoon, you're listening to Brum Radio. I'm Dave Massey. I'm joined on the telephone by Alex Patmore, who plays Mickey in Willie Russell's Blood Brothers. Good afternoon, Alex. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good today. The sun is shining this afternoon, which is a really lovely thing. Where are you this afternoon as we're doing this pre-record?
At the moment, I'm in Bradford, the Alhambra Theatre.
Fantastic.
It's gorgeous theatre. We've had a really good week. We've just got one show today, and then we've got two tomorrow, and then we're done for the week.
Oh, brilliant! And are you gonna be coming to Birmingham for 2 weeks, from the 2nd to the 13th of November? You're coming to Birmingham Hippodrome. You bring in this tour with yourself back to Birmingham. How does it feel to have a 2-week stop on this tour?
Oh, well, I'm so looking forward to it, because I think we only had 1 week, or 5 days last time I was in Birmingham, and that was my first time at the Hippodrome, and it was still a lovely theatre, and we had one of the best receptions to the show I've had while being on this tour. So to be able to come back to Birmingham again with 2 weeks as well this time, it's going to be so exciting, and I can't wait.
Brilliant. I'm coming to this night on the 2nd of November, which is tonight as this gets broadcast. I'm really excited to be seeing this production again. I can't even remember when I last saw it, but I do know I've seen it at least twice. You're going to be bringing the same main cast back on this tour. Is this like a technical extension of the tour that would have been cancelled for COVID?
Obviously COVID happened, and it was a very uncertain time for everything. I think obviously COVID hit, everyone had to do what they had to do to get all the jobs. I did labouring for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and everyone was doing it. And then as soon as everyone, the office checked back to see who was available for the show, everyone obviously was eager to get back to this amazing show and get back to do what we want to, what we love and what we're good at. So I think everyone was just eager to get back straight away after COVID.
And as things stand, it looks like you're going to complete this tour, which runs until the 27th of November. Does that feel really positive that you're going to get the chance to have completed that?
Oh yeah, do you know what? I mean, touch wood, we've had no problems COVID-wise. Everyone's been safe, and the audience has been safe, and everyone's been applied the rules that need to be applied. So it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be just a bit of normality that we can get through a full tour, and then obviously we're picking up the tour again in January. So it won't be too long before we're back on tour again after Christmas. And it's just been such an uncertain time, and everything that's been happening, and it just feels positive. For once, we've had such negative times for such a long time. It just feels a lot positive and normality to be able to get through this tour.
And the story itself is a very uplifting story, even though it makes a lot of people cry, I think. How does that feel to have such an emotionally charged story to tell every night?
Well, I think the proof's in the pudding, really, with the writing. There's so much that people can relate to this show so much, even though it was written 40 years ago. Like, the problems in the show that the characters have are still relevant today, and people, like the things of when people lose we have stuff where people go redundancy. Like, we've had that so much in the last year and a half, and so I always say that mental health, which is still such a hot and sensitive topic, that is in the show. And so the problems these characters face, which the players started, it's set in the 60s and we finished in the 80s, for such a long time ago, the problems are still relevant today. And I think that's why people can still relate to this show, no matter if they're the age of 15 or the age of 60, people can still relate to the show today.
Do you think that we maybe understand mental health issues as the public a little bit better than we did when the production first started?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but as you can see in the show, you can see how the situation with a certain character who has mental issues is dealt with, and it was half pushed under the carpet back then compared to what we understand now. And I think that's where the heartache and the emotional side of the show can be conveyed, and how people can understand, and people, that sort of thing, people can understand and relate with it.
Yes.
But yes, you can definitely see the progression from now to then with men's mental health.
Do you have a particular moment in the play musical that you love yourself above all of the other moments?
I think that's pretty hard because there's so many moments that are so different, and Mickey's journey is just, the arc is huge. We start with him being 7, all the way to his mid-20s, so it's hard to say what's my favourite. There's moments, I mean, the first moment where where the audience meet Mickey is such a iconic moment. We have the poem at the beginning, which everyone knows.
Yes.
And then there's moments, I'd say, seeing Mickey as a 14-year-old, he's got the classroom scene, it's hilarious to see. We can see this boy just grow up and go through these different stages in his life. We can see this pubescent boy who's trying to deal with different emotions and different feelings, and it's hilarious. And then obviously at the end of the show where we see this carcass of a human being and how he's trying to deal with all these different demons, can we say. So it's hard to say what's my favourite, but there's moments in each part of the show.
It's a really thrilling show, and for me, when people talk about musicals, the iconic musicals of our generation, Blood Brothers is right up there within, the Les Miserables and those sorts of stories. Does it feel iconic when you're doing it?
Oh, absolutely. Like, we get people who've come up to say and seen the show. Well, it was on West End for 25, 30 years, like longest running show for a long time. You can feel it. You can feel it with the set, you can feel it with the script. There's people in the show, there's people who've come up and said, I remember watching Con O'Neill in it, Barbara Dixon. Like, these people don't come back and watch a show 40 times if it's not iconic and if it's not good.
Fantastic. And I mean, as I say, I think this is going to be my third, maybe even my fourth time having seen it, and I'm just thrilled to be able to come back to the Hippodrome and see this. And the fact it's there for 2 weeks is just really exciting, and it really shows that the thirst of the Birmingham audience and the audience in the region to come and see it. So thank you for bringing this show back to Birmingham for this 2 weeks as well.
Oh yeah, no, we're absolutely, the whole cast are excited to come back to Birmingham. Like I said, the audience last time they were there were amazing, and the theatre itself, and I think itself is brilliant, and I feel like the Birmingham audience understand the show and they get it and they love it.
Book tickets to Blood Brothers at Birmingham Hippodrome's website. It's on there from the 2nd to the 13th of November, which the first night's tonight, and then the tour goes on. You can check out kenwright.com for details of the tour. Alex, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to me today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to this Brum Radio podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us on your podcast app.